So it's probably just that Stan wasn't used to something that different. Regardless, years and years later, Stan reached out to Buscema and said, that book was the best thing that we ever did together. And Buscema's like, what are you talking about? You tore me to pieces. And Stan's like, I don't remember that. Anyway, no matter what, it represented a big change in Buscema's art style. It really made a fundamental evolution where he aimed to be more like Jack Kirby. Silver Surfer didn't sell as well as other titles and wrapped up after a year. Buscema continued to work on Avengers as well as other characters like Namor the Submariner. When Jack Kirby left Marvel in 1970,
one
John
of the board
Buscema
members
was placed on both Fantastic Four and Thor as his replacement. Ultimately, Buscema would draw an issue of every major Marvel character. He worked very fast by now, producing an average of 2 issues a month. Buscema would have preferred to ink his own work whenever possible, but demands on his time were such that he went through almost every inker Marvel had. Buscema did not care for most of them, and has spoken about his disdain for inkers like Vince Colletta.
Well, I guess we go ahead and get started, because I can keep listening to this all day, which I usually do. That's how I get caught up on the information that I do not know. I work and I listen. So, this week is mainly about education. We've gone over budgeting. We've gone over time management with the calendars. And education is a wide-ranging deal. Either you go, your parents put you through school or homeschooled you. Well, I know currently everybody's being homeschooled or doing online classes at this moment, or time, or maybe today. You have to think of the furthering your education. Are you going to go into the physical college, or will it be an online college? Now, that last 2 things you have to worry about is for-profit schools and non-for-profit schools and where their accreditations come from. Now, there's nothing wrong with for-profit and non-for-profit schools. It's just that I went to a college that started off as a non-for-profit. Then they went for profit, started online classes, which I thought was awesome because I couldn't make it to the majority of the physical classroom settings because of transportation is the main big hurdle of this community that I love and live in. We have that issue. So online classes, because you can get a hold of Wi-Fi in several spots here in the community, and of course at fast food restaurants, and there's a couple of coffee shops. Besides that one, you have to, when the school that you choose, like I said, I had one that had a physical building. They went digital. They have 2 different class sets. So you can be a hybrid student, you can do online classes, or you can do physical classes, or you can be an online student, only doing online classes, or you can be physically there going to the classrooms every day, or whatever your schedule has. There's an issue with that when you pick in online classes. You need to make sure that the online school that is within your state. Because if it isn't, you're considered an out-of-state student. And not all the time with those credits transfer to another school. Have to watch out for that. Besides that, there's a whole gaggle or whatever of online classes you can attend. There's the master something. Oh, I should have wrote everything down. There's a master class that you can do. I don't know if there's a certificate, but I know that's the most expensive one I found. But it takes you from one subject, and the presenters break it down for you. There are a whole lot of classes. Some that provide certificates, some that don't. That means if you get a certificate, you got to pay for it. The non-certificate way, at least you just getting the information, is good too. Some people will do classes right after high school and go into college. I recommend, though, that if you know what industry you want to get into, it would be best to find a job as quickly as you can within that industry. Then you can take classes on what you need to know to advance yourself within that field. That one seems to work better, because it kind of sucks. You go on these classes, you're not guaranteed after taking all these classes you're going to get a job. But if you get the job and you're showing your supervisor that you're paying for education to further your education, it helps you advance faster. That's my recommendation for education. It all depends on what you want. I can't dictate that for you, but I can give you suggestions. There's some really good community colleges where you can start off at and get your basics. You can have it where, hopefully, if you have the time while you're in high school, to take some online college courses while you're going through high school. Because yes, I know high school is easy. I was doing my the job was family related, so I was doing several jobs for family members while in high school. So I was unloading trucks in the morning, feeding up animals, artwork, and everything before I started school. Then after school is more art. I had time for that, and I didn't have a driver's license at the time, but I was in a place where there was public transportation, so I can take care of everything that I needed. I was not summering here long term when I was in high school. It was more of a, waylay station for me. I didn't know a lot of the things that was going on in my community until after I left.